What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today I want to do a follow-up video to why you should be pulling for Cooler, whether you're on Global or on JP. Mostly for Global, but also for JP, because maybe if you're new to JP or maybe you haven't had a chance to get Cooler yet, and why if if your main reason has been one of two things, A, stones, or B, I don't have good physical units, I can help you get around that. I seriously can. At least I think I can. At least I'm taking a leaf out of DFree's book. He loves to use this website a lot, and I think Gaming Claw does as well in terms of showing you teams. I'm going to switch it up just a little bit though on terms of what I personally use, because I actually was in that same boat. I didn't have a lot of good physical extreme units, but over time I was able to get them, and there are some smaller ones that you may think aren't optimal, but they are still pretty good to throw. And I mean, my team's not 100% optimal, but at the same time, they still, it works. The way the team works, it is really nice. So I'm going to get into exactly what is coming up, what you can start to look at in terms of teams, and maybe if you do have to wait until certain banners to summon for Cooler, but you can start to build it sooner than expected, then it can be good to go for you, okay? So, first off, Cooler comes out next after Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta. Global, right now, it seems all your Super Saiyan 4 stuff is going to end at the end of July, and most likely Cooler will be coming around sometime in August, okay? So, Cooler is the main guy you want to be throwing at that. You want to try and get on that banner. There's also Perfect Cell, which is the strength one. There is the Merge Zamas, which is fine. He comes back in a lot of other banners as well. And then there is also Brawly and Full-Powered Frieza, okay? Full-Powered Frieza, you'll want. Brawly, not so much, but if you pull him and he's not a bad option to have on the team, he's not optimal, though, okay? So just remember that, okay? Keep that in the back of your head. Brawly's good. He's not optimal, though, okay? So the big question, though, is okay, the first thing I always see is I don't have the stones. Okay, if you don't have the stones, that's okay. Cooler comes back at the Janemba banner. When Gogeta and Janemba come back, don't overlook the Villains banner. They've got some really good stuff in there. So go for the Villains banner and the Heroes banner, depending on what you want. Okay, obviously it's your choice in the end what you want to go for, but I would highly recommend not overlooking someone like Janemba, and especially Cooler. I love running my Cooler team. He is just as good as the Super Saiyan 4s and better in some cases. And his team is it's just really fun to run for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I can never put it into words personally, I find. Experience it yourself is all I'm going to have to say, okay? So, if you have to wait because of stones, I understand that. I completely understand. Wait until that banner comes around, because that banner is just like the Super Saiyan 4 banner in terms of 3 multis, get a free one. And knowing Global, maybe they'll make something even better than what we got on JP. They've known to do it in the past, so why not now? So, anyway, so make sure you go ahead and do that, okay? Second thing I always hear is, well, I don't have very good in extreme physical units. I can help you there too, okay? So if you look currently at the screen right now, I'm going to try this best. So if it looks like I'm not looking at the camera, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to look at the screen itself and everything. But I'm going to try my best. So anyway, since I've never done this before, actually. We're going to see how this goes. It could be complete train wreck. I'm not really sure. But anyway, here are a bunch of common / uncommon cards that I saw around this time with JP out when it came to Cooler coming out. Personally, what I ran, what I saw other people running, and what we thought was decent, what was not decent, and all that fun stuff, okay? Now, there were some that I decided to skip out on that maybe is not the best, but at the same time, again, it all comes down to personally what you have. But by the end of this video, I want to show you what I had at that moment when I finally pulled Cooler. Way too many stones in that banner. Oh my gosh. But hopefully your luck's a lot better than mine. And then over time, what it grew into the beast that it is now, okay? So, first starting off, obviously, Cooler is your leader. He is the extreme physical type, Ki +3, HP attack and defense up, 120%, and then obviously the 50% and 1 key to the super types, okay? First off, right off the bat, Cooler's best friend is Full-Powered Frieza. He is your best friend to go by. This guy right here, okay? Full-Powered Frieza, he literally, I'm pretty sure, except for like shocking speed, he links every link Cooler has. Yeah, it's 4 of his links right there. And Cooler has, how many links does he have? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he doesn't have Metamorphosis. That's right, he doesn't have Metamorphosis and shocking speed. But other than that, oh, I accidentally counted Big Bad Bosses as 2 links, but yeah. Anyway, so there's only like 1 or 2 links that he does not link with. So otherwise, Frieza is his best friend, okay? Now, you might be thinking to yourself, oh, I haven't had the chance to pull Frieza, or I haven't had that good of luck or anything like that. Okay, right now with year 2, you guys have your red Dragon Stones, both the one that was given to you in-game, and assuming they don't change anything from the World Tournament, you should be getting a second one with the World Tournament. And if I remember correctly, it was 5 wins or something like that in a row, and you got another red Dragonstone. So if you decide to use your first red Dragonstone on another guy, which is completely up to you, then you have a chance to get a second one. And actually, you get a third one when Gogeta and Janemba drop as the strength and the intel leaders, okay? So there's your chance to get Frieza right there, to get a dupe of him, and to also, if you pull on the current Cooler banner that will be coming out soon, then you can have a chance to get another Frieza right there, okay? Obviously, he's going to do his most damage at SA10, but I can understand if you don't have him up to SA10. I kept him at SA1 for the longest time because I needed to prioritize my Elder Kai somewhere else. So, but I finally got him up to SA10, and man, does he hit like a truck. Easily hitting for 1 million damage most of the time, so yeah. So, there's your chance right there to get your optimal Frieza right there, okay? He's the best guy they put on there. He's really good, okay? Second guy that I had by the time Cooler came out as well was this Goku Black. Now, Goku Black on Global does have a better benefit than he does on JP. Obviously, he's linking really well on this team. He's going to be really strong and everything. But the fact that he gives that +3 key to extreme types on Global, it makes him completely better. And actually, it helps if you don't have maybe other units and everything like that, okay? So he's a good unit to have on there, no problem. So currently right now, these 3 were the 3 that I had on my team that were extreme units, okay? Want to know what the rest of my team was? Well, funny enough, it was actually this. It was this Gotenks, it was this Vegito, and then where was my last guy? Oh yeah, it was this android right here, okay? This was my team. Kind of a weird team if you look at it from that thing. And then actually what I decided to do, because it wasn't working out with the android at least, is I actually threw in this Pan right here, which you guys have from the Super Saiyan 4. Been seeing people pull her like no tomorrow. And she's not a Dokkan Fest exclusive. You will find her in any banner these days, okay? So this is my team right here. These 6 right here where you see my cursor, this was my team for physical units. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, Vegito Blue, you know, he's pretty, you know, maybe I haven't been able to pull him yet or anything like that. But again, I'm going to get into a few things in that in just a second, okay? But at that moment in time, though, it was okay for me to run some heroes on there. It wasn't optimal, but it was okay to do that, okay? I really hope a lot of people understand that it's okay if you don't have a fully optimal team. If you have to run some heroes at the first, go for it. It's fine. But in the end, you want to work towards a full super or extreme team. In this case, extreme team for Cooler, okay? So this is the team that I currently had, okay? After Cooler, we then got Super Saiyan... Or no, hang on. We got... Who did we get? No, that's right. We got Super Saiyan 3 Goku Halo, okay? So that was a bunch of hero guys. Again, another chance, actually, to pull Vegito Blue. So if you have to get Vegito Blue and put him on your villains team, that's fine. For right then and there, it was totally fine, okay? Then, over time... Then Super Android 17 came out. And again, Global could change up the way certain leaders come out. But this Super 17 was a really nice card. And it actually replaced the Gotenks in here. Gotenks went bye-bye. So, how do I get rid of this guy? I need to go over to the Gotenks, and I need to take him out. So Gotenks was gone. Gotenks was gone from that point, okay? I didn't really need to worry about sealing, because Vegito Blue, because of the ability system, he could still take decent hits. Frieza and Cooler could actually take pretty good hits as well, and I'm going to get into later what I then put on there. And also, another character that came into here was this Boo, and Pan went bye-bye, okay? This Super Boo is the 40% physical leader. This banner comes out after Cooler does. Now, again, if you are lacking on the stones and you have to save, my thoughts. If you have to, skip Cooler, go for the Boo, and go for Cooler when Janemba comes back, or yeah, when Janemba comes, and go for Cooler, okay? This Super Boo has yet to return on JP, to my knowledge, okay? It has not come back. It only came out that one time, and that was it. They don't put these guys, unfortunately, in every banner, which really stinks. I wish they would. I know why they don't do it, but at the same time, I wish after that first time, they would then go into other banners and everything like that. So, but nonetheless. So this right here was my team. I still was running a hero on there, and overall, it wasn't a bad team, okay? And then finally, I think it was during one of the double rates banners, I pulled this this dragon right here. Vegito Blue went bye-bye, okay? And actually, I just realized I'm going to keep Trunks and Pan on here. But I'm going to put them off to the side right now, as this is kind of deemed the heroes part of things if you have to do that right there, okay? So this was my team right here. By no means optimal, but by all means at the same time, extremely good, extremely powerful, and really good to run, okay? This was the team that I currently had, and then over time, again, the only person that's been replaced is this guy right here. I took him away, And right now, I currently run the TUR Ginyu. Now, I have no idea when Ginyu is going to be coming to global. I don't know if they're going to be doing the Dokkan battlefield thing, because that thing is technically still in beta. So who knows? I would not be surprised maybe if you guys get global players, if you get it through someone else or through some other way, you know, whether the Dokkan Fest medal is coming a different way through some event or world tournament or something like that, and then Ginyu is a prize for something else. I don't know. Honestly, I would be a little jealous if that does happen. But nonetheless, so this is the current team that I'm running. Any video you see me using right now, this is the team that I currently use, and it is by all definitions for me the best that I can personally run. Optimal, obviously, Ginyu is going to be LR, and then 17 gets replaced by the Kid Buu because of his passive and giving that extra 50% if you keep his HP above 80%, I believe. Although then that starts to interfere with Big Bad Bosses. But at the same time, it's not like Big Bad Bosses, because Big Bad Bosses, again, is an amazing link on this team. And that is where this 17 comes in. This 17 right here, he's an SR when Super 17 comes out. He Dokkan Awakens using those medals, and he goes to UR. He's got Shocking Speed, or he's got Fusion, he's got Big Bad Boss, he's got Fear and Faith. Okay, he's got Fierce Battle too. This dude's amazing. It's an amazing card, and he is an SR that you can easily pull. I have him at like SA6. That's just because I just pulled a ton of them. Even if you have him in SA1, who cares? He's not there for the attack. He's there to change orbs and give all those nice, beautiful links that he gives to everybody. And that is one thing that villains are highly overlooked when it comes to the 120% leaders. All of them bring along with them some SR card that Dokkans to a UR card that gives all these really good links to help support your team. And a lot of them are orb changers as well, except for the dancing Sexy Kid Buu, or yeah, Sexy Kid Buu essentially, okay? He doesn't do that. He breaks guard, or he ignores guard basically, okay? But nonetheless, so this is the team I was running, okay? By the time right now that you are watching this video, this is what I was currently running. So now the question is, of course, well, okay, I don't have all those units, okay? So we're gonna back up a bit here, okay? So on global, as of when Cooler is coming out, you're not gonna have Ginyu. Super Buu comes out after Cooler. So like I said, if you have to wait until to get Super Buu and then fish for Cooler in the Janemba banner, that is totally fine. You can still build up a decent amount of this, okay? 17 was not in there, but I'm keeping him down here because he's pretty soon afterwards, and knowing global, they might change it up and put him out earlier, okay? So right now, this is kind of what you have to work with. Another extreme unit is to throw Brawly in. Unfortunately, he doesn't link well with a lot of people. He only really gets the Fierce Battle link, and he has Prepare for Battle with Goku Black. That's about it. This is why we don't. That's why we say Brawly's really not that good. Yes, he's an extreme unit. Yes, he can do double supers, and in the ability system, he's probably really good. But at the same time, there are better units and better support units that you can throw through this guy. Okay. So, another option you can be throwing in there is this Mira, I believe his name is, okay? He's not bad. He really isn't. Let's take a look at his links real quick. Android Assault, Demon Duo, Tough as Nails, Kamehameha, Nightmare, Fear and Faith. So, Nightmare, Fear and Faith he's going to share, and unfortunately he doesn't have Fierce Battle. So, he's got 3 links right there with Goku Black. He's got 1 with Frieza, and that's pretty much it. So, he's not a bad option, again. So, he's definitely someone you could definitely link with the Goku Black if you needed to or anything like that. So that is definitely an option right there. Again, this 17 also is not bad. He shares 2 links with Mira, 1 with Frieza, 2 with Goku Black. I think it's Fear and Faith he has. Let's see real quick. Organic Upgrade, Android Assault, Twin Terrors, Brutal Beatdown. Let's see. Nightmare is what he has. Okay, that's what it is. And he shares another one. I don't remember what it is. But yeah, probably Brutal Beatdown would be my guess. But nonetheless, he's an orb changer at the same time. So he helps with those orbs because one thing they do not give Cooler is Fear and Faith, which is, I remember when Cooler originally came out, we were all wishing he had Fear and Faith. That would have been him, he made him top of the line, no problem. He's obviously still a great unit. He's still top of the line in my eyes. But nonetheless, he would have been more over the top of the line and everything like that. But nonetheless, so 17 helps with those orbs and everything. But honestly, this 17 will replace him the moment he comes out. So don't overlook those SR 17s that you get. Tech goes with Extreme Tech, and Physical goes with Extreme Physical. Pretty standard, okay? Another guy, obviously, that I talked about that I used on my team for a while was this guy right here. Go ahead and use him as well. He's got Fear and Faith. He links great with a lot of the guys, actually, especially with Fierce Battle from his Dokkan Awakening. He links pretty well with Frieza as well if you have to have him on that rotation too. So by all means, right here, you've got a lot of different options, okay? A lot of people might have this Buu. He's not good, but if you have to run him, by all means, he's getting that boost and everything. He doesn't actually link with anybody, unfortunately, so he's an option, but kind of your last resort. And same with Champa. He's just, as you're seeing right here, he's not linking with him. He's linking with more heroes than he is with villains. So that's kind of the funny thing right there. So yeah. So anyway, so these are all your villain guys, and then if you want, like you saw, this was the team I ran beforehand. I'm going to put these guys back down here. Brawly, I decided not to run because I didn't really want to. I threw in these 3 heroes right here that you could be throwing in, okay? The reason for Pan is because she gives that attack and defensive boost up 30%. This is before we knew about Super Boo, before he came out, okay? So this right here, again, this is a viable team. Now, maybe if you don't have the Vegeta Blue, if you really have to, you can throw in this Vegeta Blue here. He changes orbs as well, and he has a rare chance to stun. Again, not ideal, but he's not a bad option to throw in there. Another one you can be throwing in if you really have to is this Trunks. I don't know what this Trunks actually does. I don't have him. Let's see. Ki +4 and attack up 60%. He is he gives himself Ki, and he's really good to go in terms of the attack and everything like that. Again, he's not helping the team overall, but nonetheless, if you are way down on your physical units, he's not bad to throw at it. I honestly think Cooler is one of the best units you can have personally in your box. And if you get the chance to summon for him, whether it's on this one or when he comes back on the Janemba banner, please go for him. JP made the huge mistake of not going for him, and it is really hard to find friends, but he is totally worth it. He already beats out Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta by the time you guys get him and you start to get all his optimal units and everything, okay? So again, though, this is not a bad option. I just realized Trunks went out. Did he? Yeah, I accidentally clicked out Trunks. Did not want to do that. So again, if you have to do something like this, this is totally fine. This is easily something you can do. Or if you have Brawly, switch Brawly out for Trunks here. You know, something like this. Again, Brawly doesn't link the greatest, but if you are running a couple of those hero guys, then maybe that is something you can do. Another good unit that you can throw in here is this Kid Buu. Again, I'm not a fan of his HP boost, and I personally don't have him, but again, he's not bad to throw onto the team, and he is at least a while ago, he was considered optimal. I don't know if he still is. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was considered optimal because of his passive, getting that 50% attack and defense boost, combining that with someone like Super Buu, and if he had Cooler on the same rotations or something like that, it is nuts. It is absolutely ridiculous what you want to do, what that guy can do. So that, again, is just another option. So again, these are all different options here you can be running. Units I would not be running, though. Oh, sorry. And then, I don't know if you guys have the Dokkan Awaken yet for him, but there's one more unit. It's this Physical Vegeta. He's an extreme card, actually. Again, not linking well with the best of them, but he does lower the enemy's attack by like 40% or something like that. So, let's see here. Leader skill. Oh, they don't have the passive in here. Okay, so I can't really read it. Okay. I'm not really sure what... Come on, show me. Okay, yeah, they're not going to show me the passive. I think it's like lower attack by 40% or something like that. But yeah, so it's kind of hard to say. But in the end, guys, the more, if you can start getting some of these units now, and by the time he comes back with Janemba, or if you're able to get him early, and then you have to start building your team more and more, he is worth it. He does have a semi-farmable super attack. Terrible rates, though. Just throw some old Kais at him if it's possible, okay? And that is a nice thing when this Boo comes around. So, let's say, for example, you can't go for Cooler. So, let's take rid of Pan. Let's get rid of Brawly here. And let's get rid of Gotenks. Let's get rid of all the hero guys. We'll get rid of this Boo because he's not that good. Get rid of you. And we're kind of left with these guys right here, okay? Oh, Vegeta Blue. We'll get rid of you, too, okay? So, this is maybe this is what you're kind of sitting with here. You're not really sure what to do yet. Obviously, the Super 17 isn't here yet, but this 17 is. Okay, so this is like feature cards. Okay, when Super Boo comes around, two things. A, farmable super from the from the Fat Boo that goes into the Super Boo. And second, every multi you do gets you 2 old Kais. 5 summons, 10 Elder Kais, 9 of those goes in the Cooler, boom, you're good to go. Or if you're pulling on the Cooler banner and you get his tech form, throw him into him. Just throw him into him and ignore the tech one. The tech one is decent, but throw him into that physical Cooler like no tomorrow, okay? So this Super Boo, though, adding onto the team, optimal, like no tomorrow. And if you get the right links going, if you have Frieza, Cooler, and Super Boo all in the same rotation, you have Big Bad Bosses activated, Frieza is tanking for double digits. The dude does not have any defensive value to save his life, yet with that combination, he tanks for double digits. Need I say more? Need I say more? And Frieza is free to you guys right now, okay? Or any of us in the past that if you've been playing JP, okay? And again, this SR right here, very easy card to go for. You'll pull him without even knowing it. And then you're like, oh, hey, look, I just need to get 35 medals from the Super 17 event. Boom, he's good to go. And then your last one is could be Ginyu if you ever get them. I don't know what, again, Global's going to do with Ginyu. Or if you don't have Ginyu, throw in this dragon right here. Go ahead and throw him in. The whole 9 yards. You have a lot of options. You may think you don't, but you do have a lot of options. And again, if you have to run a couple of heroes at the beginning, it's totally fine. In the end, though, work to try and get a full extreme or full super team, depending if you're on the opposite end of the spectrum, okay? So I hope this kind of helped, guys. Again, this is my first time using this website for a video. But I wanted to physically show you. I've talked about it a lot, but I wanted to show you just exactly what you could potentially make, and I hope this has helped. And I know it's gone a little long, so I'm sorry about that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Are you going to save for Cooler for when he comes back with Janemba? Are you going to summon him right away? Are you going to summon on the Super Boo, wait for Janemba and Gogeta and stuff like that, and then go for him that way? That is, again, a viable option, but don't skip out on the Super Boo. Try to get him if possible. Just do a few multis if you can, of course. If you can't, I understand, but you're missing out on an extremely great support unit, and he's definitely needed. So yeah. Again, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. As always, leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. And until next time, everyone, I will see you in the next one.